Good morning, everyone. I'm sorry about the delay. I had a bit of a technical issue my side, so I'm hoping that people are coming in. Good morning. Okay, so welcome everyone. Again, sorry about the technical issue I had a little while ago. If you just joined me, welcome. If you have enough space, then just come to your space and we'll get going. So come to a comfortable seated position of your choice. If you're able to sit with your legs crossed, bring your right foot forwards. If you have a cushion, that's quite helpful to sit on. It just allows your hips to kind of just be in a different angle, so you might find that's a bit more comfortable. If that's not comfortable for you, then bend your knees or just extend your legs out in front of you. As long as you're nice and lifted in your sitting positions, we do get into quite bad habits of kind of slouching or rounding. So make sure your spine is nice and long and the crown of your head is lifted. And then once you've kind of adjusted in your seated position, let your hands rest down onto your legs, or just let your hands rest into your lap. Just let your shoulders sink down away towards the ground, towards the earth. And then just notice how you feel. So just come to this quiet place, this stillness. Just let your shoulders rest down away from your ears. Just let your spine be long. Your facial muscles are relaxed. Just checking in with yourself to see how you feel. And then just notice how you're breathing. So noticing your rib cage expanding and relaxing. Just give yourself a few moments in quiet. If quiet isn't available, then just tune in to what you have. Maybe shut your eyes down, let your shoulders relax, and just take a few moments here to notice your breath. So we take an in breath to the nose, and taking an out breath out of the mouth or out of the nose. So just notice how you feel. Good morning, everyone. So into the nose and out of the nose. And if that doesn't feel right, then just breathe out through your mouth. So we're going to take some sighing breaths out. So we draw air into the nose and then out through the mouth. Into the nose and then sigh the air out. I'm going to do that twice more together. So take an in breath and an out breath. In breath and let the shoulders rest away from your ears. Bring your hands to your heart space. Just let your chin rest down towards your chest. Just feel into your body, feel into your breath. Blink your eyes open if you close your eyes lightly. Take an in breath, let the arms soar all the way up. Then as you out breath, let the hands come down. So you can use the hands to follow, so you can work into your eyes. So just lift your eyes up, stretch your arms, out breath, lower. In breath, lift up. Out breath to lower. One more time, in breath and out breath. From here, you're going to reach your right arm out to the side. Really lengthen out into your side body. Place your right hand down. Lift your left arm. Circle the left arm. We look up towards the hands. In breath. As you out breath, we stretch into the side body. And then we in breath and out breath, let your head come down. In breath and out breath, lift the arm up. And then we're reaching the left arm away, so reach out, place the hand down. In breath, lifting up. Out breath, coming over. Breathe in and out, let your neck just drop down, your head drop down, just take tension out of your neck. In breath and out breath, let the hands come back down. Turn the palms up. Lift the arms about halfway up, so we're going around about the height of your shoulders. You're going to bring the arms forwards and then tuck your right arm onto your left arm. Start to bend the elbows. So at this point you might want to turn the hands away from the body, let your elbows come in close by, maybe bring your hands close by, or if you're able to wrap a second time, or if that's too much, bring your hands to your shoulders. I'm just going to turn to side so you can see what we're going to be doing. So we're going to in breath, lift the elbows away from the body, and then out breath, let the arms come forward, let the back body round, so we get a nice stretch into the back shoulders. I just breathe here, in breath, and out breath. In breath, and out breath. One more time, in breath, and out breath. Lifting all the way back up, circling out through the arms, stretch all the way up, lift up, link your hands, push your palms away, stretch nice and tall, stretch as tall as you can here. In breath and out breath, let your arms come down. And then just switch your seated position, so if you're crossing your legs, bring your left foot forwards, or just have a little wiggle on the ground and just change your seat position. In breath, lift the arms. Out breath, bring your arms down by your sides. And then this time, bring your left arm underneath, your right arm comes on top. So we're bending both elbows. Again, you can stay where you are, or you can bring your hands towards your shoulders. So we're in breath, lifting up. Out breath, coming forward. So let the upper body round. Breathe into your back shoulders. Breathing out, letting go. One more time here, in breath. And out breath. Lifting the head up. Unravel through your arms. Lifting all the way up again. Stretch into your hands, so link your fingers together, press the palms away. And then you can just let your arms come down. From here, come to a table position, so coming onto a full position here. So you want your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees under your hips, and then leave a gap between your knees just to have a bit of space here. Press into the backs of your feet. So we're going to move into the spine. So it's particularly good if you have quite a tight back body. So we're going to inhale, we're going to lift the chest, draw the belly downwards, squeeze the shoulder blades. And then on an out breath, we tuck the chin in, looking back towards the knees. Drawing in, press away. We in breath, we lift the chest, draw the belly down, and moving through the lower back. In breath, lifting and lower. So just move with your breath. If it feels good to sigh out, sigh the air out. So this is your cat stretch. Lifting, look back towards your belly or your knees. And then lowering, open the chest, look ahead. Maybe one more time, lift up. Tucking the chin. And moving the belly down. And then flatten your back, bring your big toes together. In breath and out breath, start to push your hips back. So coming into child's pose. Again, if the heels don't touch towards, you can place a pillow or blanket here. And then maybe extend your arms out to the front or bring your hands a little closer by. Take a gentle rock side to side. So we want to get some movement into the lower back here. Just have a little rock. And then just pause for a moment. You're going to bring your body forward, so slide your body down towards the ground. You're going to bring your hands down by your side, so your hands are going to be by the outside of your body, but not too far away. Lightly press the forearms and the palms down, pressing the back of the feet into the ground. You're going to inhale, lift the chest off the ground, and then exhale to lower. So we're strengthening and moving the spine. So we inhale to prepare, exhale to lift. So you want to slightly tuck your chin in, nose and foreheads down. So we're lifting up and lowering. So you're going to notice the muscles of your lower back start to feel warmer. So a little gentle squeeze into shoulder blades. Lower the body. One more time, we lift up. And then we're going to stay here. Maybe move your hands in a little closer, maybe your forearms in a little closer. Leave a gap between your feet. So if you're feeling that that's pulling in your lower back, maybe just adjust your feet slightly. Just rest the backs of the feet into the ground. So lifting the chest, and then start to lower your eye gaze towards your fingertips. So we don't want the chin to cave down towards the chest. We're kind of using the forearms and the hands to prop us up. So this is our Sphinx position. So our spine is designed to be moved. So we're pressing down into the thighs and the backs of the feet. Just feel the energy drawing down through your spine. We'll stay here for 2 breaths. So you can let your head come down, but not necessarily touching your chin to chest. And then move your head from side to side. So you're kind of going to the right or to the left. And then back to the middle. In breath and out breath. And then come back to center. And then let your body come down towards the ground. Bring your arms ahead of you. Rest your head to the right or to the left cheek. Just let your spine settle. This is quite a nice position to rest in as well. Just take a few moments here. Just enjoy how you feel. Let your whole body just smile inside, knowing you've dedicated this time today to look after your body. And then turn your head towards your hands. Bring your hands a little closer to your body. Bring your hands underneath your shoulder level. Lift yourself back up to that 4 position. Just for a couple of breaths, sit back to child's pose. And then lifting up to that tabletop position again. This time we're going to tuck the toes under. So we're going to feel a stretch in the feet. So push your hips back towards your heels. You're going to feel a bit of a stretch in your feet. Inhale and exhale, coming back. We'll do that one more time. So we're pushing back, inhale and exhale. So we sit back towards the heels. Inhale and exhale, come back to table, but keep your toes tucked. So we're going to lift to downward facing dog. So your hands want to be spread evenly into the ground under your shoulders or thereabouts. Now draw the belly in, so we use the core muscles, lift the knees off the ground and send the hips back, pressing the hips up and back. Now you might want to, from here, just lift one heel at a time, pressing back. So we're lifting up, pressing back. So you want to inhale and exhale. So your hips want to be as high as you'll go. Your head's between your upper arms. We're inhaling and exhaling. Pressing the heels down. Keep drawing the belly in. So you should get a nice stretch in the backs of the legs, into the calves, all the way down the spine, back shoulder, all the way down your arms. So no tension into your wrists here. And then just take a pause. Look towards your hands. You're going to step your right foot towards your hands. So pick your right foot up. Step it towards your hands. And then bring your left knee down. If you have something close by, depending on the floor that you're on, you might want to put a pillow underneath your knee. And then relax your back toes. So we're going to come into a hip stretch. So your right foot wants to be not too far out to the side, but in line with your knee and your hip. And then your knee wants to be just over the ankle, so you're not overextending or you're not putting any unnecessary pressure into your knees. And then your chest is going to lift up. So we press into the back foot, we press into the front foot. And then try and lift your arms up. So we want to take the weight down. Feel free to place your hands on your hips and slightly tuck that back hip under so you can feel that nice stretch in the back hip here. And then just let your shoulders relax. So breathe into your hips. If you want to take the hands to lower back, just as a variation, you can roll your shoulders and then subtly squeeze your shoulder blades together. So we're getting a stretch across the chest and we're getting a stretch into the back hip. And just breathe. Just enjoy how this feels. If it feels too strong, bring the hands down. So you want to breathe across the chest or feel here. Breathe in and out. Just feel whatever's going on in your own body. So one more here. In breath and out breath. Lovely. Bring your hands down to the ground. We're going to switch this out. So bring your right foot back. In between, we're going to come to downward facing dog to stretch out the hamstrings as well. So we tuck toes under, lift the hips nice and high. I'm just going to adjust myself here. So drawing away from your hands. And again, if you feel you want to move a little bit, bend your knees, lift the heels. Just take a few moments. And then we're going to do all of this on the other side. So I'm going to bring your left foot forwards. And then rest your right knee down. Again, you might want to place some under your knee and then relax the back foot. So your front foot is pointing ahead, your knee is over your ankle, or thereabouts. And once you're pressing into the front foot and the back foot, you can lift yourself up. So really nice stretch if you do a lot of running, cycling, get quite tight in the hips as well. And obviously sitting in a chair that's not really designed to be sat up for long periods of time, we get tight in the hips. So you can tuck your pelvis under, you can place your hands to your hips. Start to take the weight downwards. So we don't want to overstretch your body, we just want to take that weight down. Just naturally feel that stretch in the hip. If you like, you can reach your arms up, relax the shoulders. Alternatively, you can bring your hands to your lower back, roll the shoulders and then squeeze the shoulder blades together. So the elbows are kind of coming towards one another. So in breath and out breath. Let any thoughts come and go. And just enjoy how this feels. Okay, take an in breath and an out breath and let the hands come down. And then taking this foot back to join your right foot. And then one last time here, so hands on the shoulders. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips nice and high. Again, you can stay still or just pedal out through those legs. And then bring your knees down. Just before we come on to our backs here, just circle out the hips. So push the hips back. So move into your hips and lower back. So kind of scooping the body round. Hands still out the front of you. Just a couple more times. And then from here, you can either tuck your toes to the right or to the left, or cross your ankles over and come to a seat position. So in your seat position, you might be quite tight in the backs of the legs. So you're going to lift your sit bones up. You can bend your knees as much as you like here. You're going to take an in breath, reach the arms. And then take an out breath, come forwards. So just stretching out the spine. And then take an in breath, reach the arms up. Take an out breath. Try and straighten your legs a bit more. Let your hands rest down by your sides. Open the chest out. In breath and out breath. The spine's nice and long and tall. In breath and out breath. Slide your heels a little closer towards you. You can use your hands here. You're going to draw the belly in lightly, so belly button in towards the spine. You're going to lean your body back. So we don't want the back to round, so you can soften through the elbows. Look towards your knees and see if you can lift your right toes off the floor. So it might be quite challenging. So we're trying to stretch and strengthen the back body and the front body. Inhale and exhale, right foot goes down. You can start to straighten your legs out the front. In breath, rise the arms. Out breath, let the body come forward. In breath and out breath. Reach the arms back up. Bring the hands down by the side. Slide your heels close to your body. Bring your hands to the backs of your thighs. So keep a straight back, lift the chest. Lean the body back again. You might go back a little further. Trust your body. Let your spine be nice and tall so your chest is lifted. See if you want to lift your left leg off the ground. Keep looking ahead, strengthening. And then let your left foot go down. Slide your feet away from the body. Take an in breath, reach up. Take an out breath, let go. Just pause here, maybe have a little wiggle on the ground. In breath and out breath. Start to roll the body up. And then one last challenge for you at home. Hands on the backs of the thighs, maybe lift your heels off this time. So leaning back, spine nice and long, see if you can lift both feet off the ground. So strengthen that back body, strengthen your core, let your shoulders relax. If you're a regular yogi, you might want to take your hands away. It's up to you how long you stay there. But I think we've had enough of that, haven't we? Let's put the feet down. Straighten the legs a little bit more unless you're really tight still. So bend your knees, coming forwards, stretching out. And in breath and out breath. And back to seated position. Bring your right foot a little closer to your body. Then bring your right foot across your left leg. So we're going to move into the spine a bit more. So bring both hands to the outside of the right knee. You're going to lift your chest up, and on an out breath, you're going to move from the belly, move from the spine, and then looking to your right side. Slide the right hand down behind you. Keep a hold of your left hand on your right thigh. And you don't have to move your neck irregularly here. You can look down towards, just let your back shoulder relax. Or you might be bringing your left elbow crease to your knee, so opening out. And again, you can let your chin go down towards your chest, although you don't have to touch, just let your neck relax. And let your right shoulder relax here. And then releasing back. Both hands to the outside of your knee. And then pick your right foot up, extend your legs. Maybe have a little shake off, maybe have a little roll through the shoulders. We do the same, we're just going to turn. So we're going to do the same on the left side. So slide your left foot a little closer towards you. And then pick your left foot, take it across towards the right side. Bring your hands onto the outer part of your thigh. We're going to lift the chest, draw the knee across, inhalation, and then exhalation. So we should be getting a nice stretch on the outside of the hip here. And then feel free to bring your left hand down. Maybe look over your left shoulder. And maybe you want to bring your elbow crease to your knee, depends on where you are, your practice here. So let your back shoulder rest. Again, you might be looking into the corner unless your neck's really tight. In that case, let your chin go down towards your chest. And just breathe into your spine. So we should have created a bit more space. Back should feel a little bit more looser. Okay, then in breath and out breath, bring your back hand to the outside of your thigh. And take your left foot across. And then bend your knees again. So hold on to the backs of your legs, or you can bring your arms out. Just let the body come all the way down to the ground. Once you're on the ground, bring your heels a little closer towards your body. You can bring your arms out to the side, so your feet a little closer. And all you're going to do is move your knees side to side. So in breath and out breath. And don't worry if it's not, it doesn't have to be too slow. We just want to keep the muscles of the back body moving. Just let your knees go side to side. And then just take a pause here. Now, take your feet a little wider than your knees. So your knees are going to be wider than your hips, and your feet are going to be wider than your knees. So you're kind of creating a bit of a triangle shape here. So you're going to keep your left knee still. Keep your arms down both sides. Don't let your shoulders or your head lift off. You're going to bring your right knee into the center of your body. So we're in breath and out breath. So we let that knee drop into center. So this muscle that we are stretching, again, running, cycling, any activities, lower back ache, we get this, this muscle is called the psoas, so it attaches to the lower back all the way down our front hip flex and to the front of the thigh. So if this area becomes really tight, this is where all sorts of problems occur in our hips and our lower back. So you may even feel that going all the way down towards your knee. So just go carefully here. If that's really painful, then obviously ease off. I'm going to stay here for a couple more breaths. So just enjoy how this feels. So if you're using this a couple of times, 2-3 times a week, some of those problems you get in your back and your hip should hopefully be alleviated. So one more, in breath and out breath. Let your knee come back to center. And then just let your lower back rest down. Just take a pause here, adjust your feet if you need to. So just remember, your feet aren't narrow, they're a little bit wider than they normally would be for a bent knee position. Okay, so we do everything on the left side. So we in breath and then we out breath. Let the left knee just slowly fall down into center line. Back of the head, shoulders resting into the ground. Just allow your body to do what it can, or maybe there's something going on this side and this side feels really tight. So just directing all that energy, all that breath down towards this side of your body. And if it doesn't feel right, then obviously come out and just see what you can do to relax more. And that's sometimes the key. If you're tensing everything up, your muscles will respond and joints differently. Breathing in, breathing out. If you need to breathe out through your mouth, just let go of whatever's going on in your body. Okay, and in breath and out breath. Slowly move your knee back to its original position. Just let your lower back press into the ground. Don't move for a second. And then walking your feet back towards you. And then one by one, we're going to hug the right knee. And then bring that one down and then hug the left knee. And do that again. So we're kind of switching. So we're pulling the knee into the chest. Switching. And once more. And drawing in. So just loosen up those hips and lower back a bit more. And then lower the feet to the ground. So last stretch here. You're going to extend your right leg up. Maybe give the ankle a little wiggle. Maybe give the back of the leg a bit of support. And just loosen the ankle. And then place your right foot to the top of your left thigh. And flex the foot. You're going to push the right knee slightly out and away. So we start to feel the inner thigh, that groin stretch out. And then with both hands, bring your hands ahead. And see if you can pick your foot off the ground and draw those legs in towards you. It's okay to keep your hands to the back of the leg. If you can't quite reach, you're doing this one, you can always wrap a towel or something like that around your leg. That might help you kind of pull so you're not putting any necessary tension into your arms. Or you can bring your hands to your shins. And maybe wiggle the ankle on the other side while you're there. And drawing the knees into the chest. And let your foot rest down. And then unhook the toes. Have a little wiggle out. And place your foot to the ground. And do everything on the other side. So let your hips and your lower back settle first. Extend your other leg. Hold on to the backs of the legs. You have a little wiggle out through the toes, the ankles. And then place this foot to the top of your thigh. Let your left knee press away. Again, maybe different things on different sides, so don't force your body to go if it's not going. Bring both hands ahead of you. Pick up your right foot and then draw your left foot if you did the other side. And draw those knees a little closer towards you. Try and keep your lower back down, so we don't want to lift the lower back up, so you can kind of adjust here. Again, if you've got a towel or something nearby, you might be using that to draw your knees. Or if it's not going to bother your knee, you might be able to bring your hands to your shins. And just breathe, just be, just notice how this feels. Again, you might want to have a little wiggle out of the ankle and that side. And then just let your foot come down to the ground. On a hook through the side, and then hug both knees into your chest. So have a little hug here, very rock the body, and then bring the feet to the sides of your body. You can let your lower back be comfortable here. If you want to stretch your legs out in front of you, you can, as long as your lower back's going to be comfortable. If you are in this lying down position, let your feet flat out to the sides. This is your kind of last resting position. Let your shoulders melt away from your ears. Let your facial muscles relax. Maybe bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your top chest, and just breathe in and then breathe out. So you can stay here as long as you like. Only today we probably have lots to do. So you can do this later on tonight. Take one deep breath in and out. Take your arms behind you. Take a big stretch. Take a big yawn if you need to do that as well. And then bring your knees in towards you. Take yourself over to one side, just pausing here for a second. And then lift your body off the ground, coming back to whatever position is comfortable for you. And roll the shoulders a few times, just wake up the upper body. Have a little bit of a wiggle side to side. And then bring the hands down by your sides. Take an in breath, reaching all the way up. And then as you out breath, bring your hands all the way down, close to your chest, close to your heart. So giving gratitude to yourself, and think of some things you're grateful for, and just carry those thoughts with you today. Namaste, thank you very much. Have a good day, and hopefully you enjoyed watching. Thank you very much.